prezența dumneavoastră aici. Sper să vă oferim, să vă ajutăm în munca voastră de antrenor. Domnul Adin a zis ceva. Eu vreau să aduc o modificare mică. Intenția mea și a lui Mișa este să vă convingem să gândiți la ce privește munca de scriitori altceva. Ce o să vă prezentăm voi este experiența noastră, experiența mea ca antrenor, deci ce am avut de făcut ani îndelungați, este experiența mea. Dacă vă poate fi de folos bine, dacă nu, nici au să vă povestească experiența lui în drumul spre medalia de aur, Jocuri Olimpice din 1996. Mai apoi. Vom face totul ca să fim cât mai direcți și ce ne-am dorit foarte mult ca între noi să fie o discuție interactivă. Vă rog să ne puneți întrebări. Vă rog să îndrăzniți să ne puneți întrebări. În încheiere vreau să spun că poate nu este ceea ce am avut noi de parcurs, este soluția. Poate găsiți dumneavoastră. Deci asta este și intenția noastră. Încă o dată vreau să vă mulțumesc și dau cuvântul lui Mișa.
Good afternoon. I think I'm in a reunion here with a lot of Romanian trainers, so I'm very honored. And I think it's hot in here, so... Or am I the only one? It's hot in here, or? Okay. I'm not used to this hot, to this warm weather. I'm going to do my presentation in English, so I'm going to be talking very slowly. If anybody doesn't understand me, raise up your hand and we'll explain in Romanian. Rudy will translate it. Okay? Okay? So don't be shy. If you don't understand, no problem. My Romanian is also not that very good, so that's no problem for us. Okay, first I'm going to start with a short movie. By the way, you can call me Misha, okay? Otherwise I won't react. Let's call me Misha, please, okay? This is a technical university, right?
Twee punten verschil aan het einde van de 65. Ja, wordt het maar helemaal bij de 5 is 6 punten stand. En de hout van Coach Paul. Nog één. 14-14. Eerste wedstrijd in de werkers door die klok van Jackie in de handen van het wedstrijd. Hier kunnen we in ieder geval op het conclusie trekken dat tijdens deze verschillende sterren maken. Dat het behoorlijk gelijk opgegaan is. En dat het toch die het hoofd van de wedstrijd winnaar wordt van het goud. Nederland kan zich direct verliezen. Nee, die gaat niet aan. Ja, dat is wel goed, ja. Ja. Dat is het matchpoint voor de Italianen. Dat is verkeerd. En nog een time-out van Jan Bal. Dat is druk voor de spelers van het Nederlands team. 15-14. In Rotterdam was het 22-20 voor Nederland. Net stonden er 28 minuten, zoals bij mij. En nu is het helemaal. Stop in de flexie is goed. Wat van de voor staat er niet. 15-15. En al niks meer te wisselen, het is helemaal te meer. En dat is niet van hetzelfde. Was het gehoord? Gepakt. Kans op 16-15. Buiten de lijn was. Nog een keer. Ontwerpen af en toe. En hier naar buiten de lijn wordt 9 plaatje uitgeslagen. En het is 16-15. Zespoort voor Italië, dat is zespoort van Nederland heeft het ja, ik weet het niet. Hoor maar heel slecht. Ik kan heel even over het net spelen, maar we willen het afmaken. Ontzettend. Maar toch niet. Toch niet. En dat Jackie. Nee, buitenland Nederland. Ja hoor. Nederland wint met 17-15. De 5-6. Nederland wordt olympisch kampioen. Ongelooflijk was het. Fantastische prestatie. En wat het karakter ook in deze tijd gezet. Met het net voor die achter nog terug te komen. En kijk, ontwerpen, het was tot de woord. Uit met het ontwerpen. De droom die in Barcelona al wilde waarmaken. En niet uitkwam. Is niet uitgekomen. Kijk, het fantastische spektakel van de Nederlanders. Spelers passeren het hele leuke goal. Loopt het hele veld op. 7-15 in de 65. Ziet er volle cijfers.
Okay, that 10 minutes there, we practiced for 10 years. And if we didn't win that game, was it all a failure? Are we losers then? And now, because of the last ball against the antenna, are we winners? We can figure that out maybe today. Okay? And so first I'm going to tell you something about myself. Michel Aquini, born in 1970. I'm father, first of all, not a volleyball player. I'm a father and a husband. I'm not that healthy anymore. I'm diabetic, so I have to watch what I'm eating. And another thing, I'm not just Dutch. My father is from Indonesia. So I had some differences with my culture also in Holland. Another one, I'm a coach and trainer. I have the highest diploma in Holland, and 11 years ago I was, as a coach, European Championship. We won it from the students, and Rudy was my assistant in that year. So, that's a personal thing about me. Right now, I'm working at the Technical University of Eindhoven. I'm head of the sports department. I'm head of the health and vitality department. And I'm also head of internationalization, community building, and gender. And I'm still giving training 2 times a week with my students. I was a setter, and I played 275 caps for the Dutch national team. And that was between 1992, 2000, and we played some Olympic Games in Atlanta, Sydney, some World Championship, European Championships. And I played in clubs in Belgium, France, Germany, and Italy. Everybody understood? No problem? Okay. My trainers, I had some good trainers, some bad, some, you know. One of my trainers was Arie Selinger. He was the American trainer for the ladies in 1984, I think. They won silver in the Olympics. Jo Alberda was my trainer for 4 years. We won gold. In Italy, I played in Italy. My trainer was Francesco D'Aurelio Pupo. I played for the national team of Italy. Another trainer, Tom Gerbrands. I have a lot of contact with him right now. He's general manager of PSV Eindhoven football. I am Jan de Brand, head coach women in the volleyball team Bursa in Turkey. And probably this year we will go to Fenerbahce. So, this is what I did in the past. I want to compare some trainers that I had in the past. And I want to say something about this man, Arie Selinger. He was trainer from 1986 to 1982 in Holland. And he started with our national team practicing every day, maybe 5-6 hours every day. That was called the Pancras model. After a while, all the players went out of competition. They didn't play any competition anymore, just practicing every day. They only played the games with the national team. And in 1992, he invited me to train over there, and I did, but I had an Indonesian father, so he told me, first your diploma, boy, and otherwise no practice. So, first I had to get my diploma. This coach, he was very taking care of our team. He took all the responsibility. So, when that team lost the game and he got an interview, he told them what we did wrong, what we will change, and he will change it. He just told the people, we will practice more, we will change the training, and we get results. Okay, that's one way to do it. In that time, our players were very divided. Our players were only practicing, playing for the national team, but could not go to international leagues, could not make any money. So they stayed always on the same place. Very narrow-minded. We were very narrow-minded. Pioneers. We were the first team in Holland who did this thing. So we didn't know what to do. We just did it. Nobody could tell us what to do. We just put a lot of effort and energy in it. And what the result will be, we don't know. We will see. So we were pioneers. We had no example. Okay? I told you I want to compare with another coach. This was the coach we had for 4 years, and I had for 4 years, Joop Alderda. All the players from 93, 92 went to international leagues. Me also. I played in some big leagues, so I opened my mind. I saw other people playing, I saw other cultures playing, so that was a very big, how can I say it, surprise for me how other countries do it. The players took the responsibility. So when we lost a game, our coach didn't went for the camera and told what went wrong. He just said, you guys, you play the game, you know exactly what went wrong. Tell the people. So we felt fully responsible for itself. The other coach, he took the responsibility. And it was a relief for us. When something goes wrong, he took the shit, we went practicing. But he changed it. He told us, you lost the game, explain to people what went wrong. Okay? If there's any question, you can tell me now. No questions? Okay. In that team, we had different characters. You know, you saw in the previous slides, the players were divided. They all had a different opinion, and there was a lot of struggling. In this team, the same people, different characters, but we had the same goal. And we had that same goal because we felt responsible for that goal. And this Dutch team was the first team who did it this way. Nobody told us what to do. We just did it. We had a lot of struggling and a lot of went wrong. So, but who told us what to do? Nobody. Nobody told us what to do. We just did it. Bishop. No problem.
Do you agree today with Alberta style? Do you agree with his style? After maybe 20 years, do you agree with this style? Do you accept?
The style, or you mean the system? The style.
The system, what to say, all the responsibilities.
Okay. Once a year, we met as a team together, that team. And we look at to each other and we say, okay, you're not my friend, but you were the best volleyball player I've ever known. So, for us, there was no other way anymore. We lost so many times. We were so many times we played for the second place. There was no other way for us. Otherwise, I'm sure if we kept going the old way, some players were leaving the team. If it's a good way, I don't know, but it worked for us. Okay? So, in that team, we had 3 generations of volleyball players. 3 generations. The difference of age between the oldest and the youngest was 10 years old. And in every generation, Joop Alderda took the best 3 or 4 best players. The first generation, Postuma, Blanchet, Zwerver. They're about 52 years old right now, and they were my examples. The next generation, the best players of the next generation were these players. I don't know, maybe you know some of these guys? Nobody knows anymore? No? Can happen. Van der Goor. Okay. And the third generation, we were the youngest. So we had 3 generations of volleyball players in that team. And of every generation, the best players, also in the starting 6. In the starting 6, we had 3 generations of volleyball players. And the reason why I mention it is when a generation starts to go away, to travel a journey, and they quit, and a new generation had to start again, they don't have an example. And with this team, we had examples. It's very easy for us to adjust. So the first generation, they kept the culture, and it was very easy for the second generation and the third generation to see what they did, and we went along. Understand? No questions? Okay. I'm going to talk to you about our Dutch culture. Who ever been in Holland? Who has ever been in Holland? Can you tell me something about the Dutch culture?
Yes, flowers.
Flowers? More. Not more? Bicycles. Good. That's all? I think we have more culture than that, but okay. In English, please? No? Okay. So, our Dutch culture. We are entrepreneurs. We take initiative. We always want to make money. We always want to do better. We always want to develop. Why? I don't know. It's in our DNA. We are always critical and skeptical. So if our coach tells us, you're going to do this, the first thing I'm going to say, okay, but why? You have to convince me. Otherwise, I won't put energy in it. Independence. We want to be independent. We've fought many wars. And this is a big thing for us. We want to be independent. Nobody tells us what to do unless we believe in it and unless we take advantage out of it. These are good things, don't you think so? Okay. But on the other hand, Dutch culture, certainty and insurance. We always want to be sure that it goes well. We have car insurance, we have work insurance, we have sickness insurance. Everybody pays insurance from birth to death. We are insured. Everything is organized in our place. Everything will go smooth. There are no problems. No problems. We have a welfare state. For us, it's very easy to have a good car, have a good job, good education. So, okay, I agree. For me, I told you I have an Indonesian father. I told you. So this is for us. This is our culture in a nutshell. But what does it mean? We don't have a naturally toughness. We don't have it. Because everything in our society is arranged. We don't have to fight for something. Our children, they can go to the education, have the best doctors. Our father and mother always has a job. So everything went well. So we don't have to fight to have a good life. And if you don't have to do that, it's very difficult to have it in your sports. So this was a lack of toughness in our culture and also in our team. So we changed our training. We knew that. And for example, we played a lot of times against Cuba, Brazilian, and if a Brazilian player, I talked to many players of them, there was only three options for them, a Brazilian player. Or he went up dead, a criminal, or he went up very, very poor, or maybe he can change, can make his living in volleyball, in the sports. And for Dutch players, no, everything is arranged. So we have to train that toughness. Hours on school. From 9 till 3. 9 till 3, yes. And so we changed our training. For us, every training became a battle. Not just training, no, a battle. Every day there was a fight in our training. Every battle for us was a test. And we tested each other. Are you good enough in the heat of the moment, in the final, or are you gonna do nothing? Are you there in the final? So every training was a battle. Every battle was a test for us. Every day. Every test, it was a confirmation. A confirmation because with every confirmation, our team got stronger. You can train, but you can train like every day you have to survive. And we did that. It was the only way for us to get the toughness that we don't have in our culture. That was a complete change for us. So, every day we created our training. Of course, we trained physical training. Of course, we did some technical training, tactical training. But every day we created winners and losers. Every day. And let's see how you handle that. Every day it was a winner or a loser. We did that.
Am o întrebare. Vedeți că ar trebui să...
You all understand?
Să traduc, să povestesc, să intervin. Ați înțeles până aici?
Questions?
Deci, am să încerc să fac un rezumat. În drumul acesta spre medalie sunt mai multe faze. În aceste faze au fost implicați anumiți jucători, un număr anumite jucători, dar și anumit număr de antrenori. A prezentat faza, așa numită, când echipa națională a ieșit, jucătorii au ieșit din competiție, sub conducerea lui Ari Selică, se antrenau în fiecare zi, nu participau în competiții interne, jucătorii nu aveau voie să plece în străinătate, a zis Mișa, să câștige bani, să facă experiență competițională, cum este acum Europa, cu cercării și toate astea. Nu antrenament, 5-6 ore pe zi. Cine a prezentat și tipul de antrenor care a fost Ari Selică, care a avut o contribuție deosebită, el a ridicat, a pornit de fapt de la zero Dar era un antrenor în care controla absolut totul, totul aparținea lui. Jucătorii trebuiau numai să execute. Și povestit, așa ați înțeles, interviurile de la ziare, el dă cuvântul.
Puțin comunist, nu?
Nu.
Poate ne lipsește.
Au avut o idee ca să ajungă la un nivel deosebit, trebuiau să stea în sală, să se antreneze înainte foarte mult. Înainte se antrenau de 2-3 ori pe săptămână, de o oră jumătate. Venit Ari Selinger și a plecat la 25, dar numai un anumit grup, care sunt și numite nișa pionieri. S-au sacrificat pentru o idee. Nu au primit bani. O să vă spun sigur că nu-au după antrenament un sandwich, o calculată acolo, în renumita sală Pancras Model, a fost derivată de un monument pus acolo, iar acum câteva luni. După, și s-a obținut medalia de argint în Barcelona. După aceea a venit alt antrenor, după Alberta, care a avut fost alt tip de antrenor. El a dat responsabilitatea la jucător. El a venit cu o idee, a vorbit cu jucătorii, vrem să facem asta. Și jucătorii și-au luat responsabilitatea să facă așa. Când veneau, pierdeau meciul, spus Mișa, pierdeau meciul. Jucătorii erau care răspundeau și spuneau singur de ce au pierdut meciul și ce trebuie să facă mai departe. A fost Tom Berta, mai târziu, care este directorul general al PSV, Eindhoven, clubul de fotbal. Erau mai mulți antrenori manager. Dar sub conducerea lui au fost campioni europeni și în 1998 a fost numărul 1 mondial. Povestiți. Dar totul are o legătură cu virgulă, cultura olandeză. Și v-a prezentat, v-a întrebat ce credeți, ce știți despre Olanda. Olandezii sunt antreprenori, critici, trebuie să-i convingi să facă ceva. Totul în Olanda este via asigurări și este atât de aranjat.
Aș vrea să spunem ceva. Da? În lume, poporul olandez, în medie, este cel mai înalt popor din lume.
Bun, da.
Este statistic vorbind.
În partea de nord, Olanda este mai mică, în partea de nord, al 10-lea prefat care umblă pe stradă este peste 2 metri. Da, într-adevăr, asta este. Din cei 6 care ați văzut, Pasă de Hora avea 2 metri 9, Blanchetele de 5, Eica chiar 2 metri, ce știu eu, Guido Gărță, număr 5, 2 metri, Olof Adornălă, 2,02, și mai era Cosuma, care l-a văzut la intrată, avea 2 metri 10. Deci, pe televizor erau foarte mici, că erau aceeași înălțime, erau enorme. Și este de mult de program fiecare. Și pe sus. Dar asta este mai ceva. Deci, ce s-a întâmplat? Deci, în cultura asta olandeză, în care olandezul are totul asigurat, trebuie să facă foarte puțin pentru că știe că dacă îl fac asta, este totul bine, ok, plus și bine. Are și o parte negativă, în ceea ce crește toxul. De aceea, ei au schimbat sistemul sau conținutul pregătirii. Trebuiau să muncească mai mult la antrenamente și a ajuns aici. Pentru ei, fiecare antrenament, erau 12 jucători, la echipa A, echipa B, fiecare antrenament era o luptă pe viață și de moarte. Pentru ei, fiecare pentru ei, fiecare luptă care se vedea, 6 la timp, la 6, era un test. Se verifica fiecare individual de el. Ca să aibă confirmare. Poate să facă, este în stare. Acești oameni erau 12 jucători, fiecare cu caracterul lui, știți că nu au fost ușor. Erau niște dar aveau fiecare, toți împreună au avut un obiectiv, să câștige medală. Deci fiecare era un test, fiecare luptă. Venea confirmarea și cu fiecare confirmare au început să creadă ei. Începe să devină o echipă foarte puternică, strong. De ce? Pentru că a zis Mișa, dacă să înțelegi, i-au pierdut mai mult decât au câștigat. La un moment dat era considerați de eternul locul 2. Locul 2 campionatul mondial 94, locul 2 europene. Totdeauna după Italia. Au câștigat în 96 ori și după o lună locul olimpic. Deci, intenția lui Mișa este să vă povestească ce s-a întâmplat pe acest traseu, pardon, 10 ani, a început în 1986. Și intenția noastră, de ce a fost această temă? Avem impresia noi doi, că și voi trebuie să începeți ca tot la asta. Exact cum a început Olanda în 1988. Și a fost foarte sincer și a zis că
foarte simplu.
Arsenică este mai mult ce se întâmplă. Eu, Albert, da? Responsabilitatea este la voi. De fapt, cine au fost care au făcut această jucători? Mișa, Vasa, Anton, Lange, jucătorii au creat acea echipă din 3 generații. Le-a venit cei mai în vârstă, după aceea cei din generația a doua și cei tineri. Au fost modele în echipă. Fiecare se uita și am să revin și la copii cu modele și mai puțin. Au învățat de la ei și ăsta. Ce? Cum se face? Asta. Deci, modelele erau existente în echipă. Asta a făcut să devină fiecare mai bun. Și eu sunt de părere că echipe bune, foarte bune. Sunt fel convins. Am cunoscut echipa din 1980. Nu erau buni prieteni. Toți cei 12, dar poate să confirme, au avut un obiectiv comun. Și echipele bune nu sunt create din jucători din o generație. Eu sunt fel convins exact ce a spus Mișa. Echipele bune sunt compuse din 3 generații. Trebuie să ai lideri să fie acolo. Trebuie să ai experiența în mijloc și trebuie să ai, hai să le spunem, lucruri tineri care vor succes jocul. Și trec peste orice obstacol. Ai nevoie, în cele 3 generații, ai 3 patru. Și a spus, eu Albert a ales 4, cei mai buni din generația, 4 din ea. 4 din ea. Ei au fost 12, i-am văzut aici, i-am văzut după mingea aia în teme. Bucuria și mereu de dame de la cred că până aici.
Okay, I started English again. But tell me if you don't understand, okay? So, every day, every training, we have an A team and a B team. And every training, we play against each other 2 hours. And after every 15 and 20 minutes, there was a losing team and a winning team. And that was a fight. We really, literally fight every day. We throw the water we cursed against each other. Then the training stopped. We come together, talk to each other, and we start again. Every day. So, in that day, in that training, you win or lose. You can lose 8 times that day. And all your team will be pissed off that day. And I can assure you, that was not fun. So the next day, you know, you start in the car, and you know, okay, this is the day again. We have to do it again. And again, a battle. And there was no one who wants to give up at that team. No one. No one. So, after every game, 15 or 20 minutes, we had a timeout, we drank, we fight, and we did an evaluation about the last 15 minutes. How did we play? Why do you act like a loser? Why did you give up? Next game, I won't see that again anymore. You start winning, playing as a winner. And so, we became tougher, tougher, and tougher. We really hated the second place. And it was, we did that for 3 years, every day. It was, sometimes I went in the car, I just want to go home. I just, oh no, and then I would go back and say, okay, I won't give up. And I taught a lot of players in last years, and we had all the same, but it was so tough. It was no fun anymore. Do you understand? Yes? Okay.
Puteți spune și întrebările în românește și în franceză.
Questions?
O întrebare. La 15-14 pentru Italia. Eu mă avem acel time-out. Ce... Le-a spus ceva special, au făcut 3 puncte consecutiv, totuși au câștigat cu apărarea, nu cu atacul, deși erau foarte înalți.
Okay. The only thing your Albert told us, every day we practice, every day you were proving you were a winner. This is your moment. You can say, oh, nothing is wrong, relax. But we know you could not relax. He just told us, guys, we trained 8 years. This is the moment. Just 2 minutes. This is it. This is it. And this is what we every day we create winners and losers in our training. This is the only thing he told us. No technical thing. He just told us, okay guys, this is the moment. Understand? Okay. So, I want to tell you something about the DNA of our team. And probably you know already something. We never gave up. We lose so much. We just won 3 tournaments. Olympic Games, World League, European Championship. So that's only 3 tournaments. The rest, we always lost. We always lost. We were always second. So the last game of our tournament, we were losers. But we know, okay, we won't give up. I'm for sure, if I had to do it for 5 or 4 more years, I'll never give up. Okay, one thing we also do, perfect performance and simple things. So we practice every day the same thing. No beautiful exercises. No fancy things on the training. Just perfect. Just perfect. Mutual dependence. We know that we needed each other. We were not friends. In fact, we hated some people in the team. But we knew I need him. He is my best attacker. He is my best setter. And he's not my friend, but he's the one I think I'm going to win gold. And we make better. We make each other better every day. We had inside problems a lot, but we kept it as much as possible inside, in the hole. No newspapers, no interviews. We kept it inside as much as possible. So, as I already told you, we were no friends, but we were the best colleagues. Questions? No?
Ați înțeles? Sigur? Ați înțeles chestia? Pardon. Eu am urmărit antrenamentele în perioada aceea. Pot să vă spun, erau exercițiile, m-am dus să văd, am zis cine știe, să văd ce exerciții deosebite, că asta aștept totdeauna de la un antrenor, care este în procent și poate că o să așteptați și de la noi, în lecțiile de practică, dar sunt lucruri atât de simple. Acești jucători au exersat atât de simplu, ca spune, între ghilimele, exerciții atât de idiote, atât de simple, dar le-au făcut perfect. Aveau o vorbă, nu putem să atingem perfect, să facem perfect, dar cel puțin luptăm să ajungem la perfecție. Făceau exercițiile la perfecție. Era ceva uluitor să vezi. Oameni de 2 metri, aș fi vrut să puteți și voi să vedeți asta. Perfect. Cele mai simple exerciții. Incredibil.
Okay. You know the iceberg illusion? Success is the top of the iceberg. But beneath the water, I tell you, there was very much going on. Relationships with women. I had 2 long relationships, and they told me, well, please, can you quit? Oh, no. I was so egoistic. I just said, no, volleyball is my life. Just please go. Next time better. Politics involved, always politics involved, but we had to focus just on the volleyball. Money. There was always money involved. Always, always. But for us, money was not that important anymore. I don't know why, but for us at that time, money was not important. Not that important. But that, because we all say it, money is not that important, we had that same goal. And we were pioneers. Nobody told us what to do. We could not learn from somebody else. We made a fault, we made a mistake, and we stood up again and we did it again. And we got hit again, we stood up again, and we tried it again. We didn't know what to do. We just did it.
Nu vă întrebați câte meciuri de pregătire au făcut în perioada respectivă? Și cu cine?
Ok.
Înainte de Jocurile Olimpice din Atlanta.
Da.
Okay, we played with the club. You play like 40 games. Then you play the World League, and with the World League you play about 20-25 games. A lot of traveling from Canada to Australia, from Japan to Brazil, from Brazil to Russia, and then. So after 1 year, sorry. No, that was the World League. We don't get money for the World League. So, we played about, 1 year, we played about 60 games. 1 year. Okay? Next thing. The media. The media knew after 1 or 2 years there were problems in that team. They knew. So, they wrote books about us. We were every day, we were in newspapers. Every day, people asked me what's happening in your team. People were making money from our problems. We had problems and there were books from it. So the Dutch volleyball people were very shocked. What's happening in that team? Okay? But it was our team. It was not that. It was our team. It was the greatest sports moment of the 20th century in the Netherlands. But I told you, with the problems that we had and all the thing, it was also a black page in it, because it was not a fairy tale. They knew this was real life. So, our road, and we grow. I'm a senior. I can say, he learned us how to play good volleyball. Everyday training, every techniques, tactical things, a lot of practicing. He learned us how to play good volleyball. Jo Alberda, he learned us how to become a champion. We became champion in '96, 2 times, World League and Atlanta. Jo Alberda taught us how to become a champion. Tom Hermans, '97, we came a European Championship. 1999, we were #1 world ranking. We know how to play volleyball. We knew how to become a champion. And after that, we knew how to behave as a champion. That gold medal that we won, that was not only shining, it was also a burden. It was a burden. Every day they think, what are you playing that game? What is happening to your team? What is all this shit? Even my children ask me. Even a burden for my children, the gold medal. Questions? How to play? Tomorrow we start with technical.
Ce se probleme. Deci, și concluzie, Alexei i-a învățat funcționat ce vor. Practic, antrenamente fără competiție, după 92, între paranteze, jucătorii au plecat în străinătate. Toți jucătorii jucau în Italie și în competiții foarte puternice. Eu, Alberda, stilul lui de a rezolva problemele echipei, i-a învățat cum să devină campion. Pentru că, sub conducerea lui, au câștigat ori și medalia olimpică. Și tot Hermans i-a învățat cum să se comporte ca niște campioni. Și a spus, medalia de aur a fost o răsplată, dar și o greutate pe umerii lor. Au fost campioni olimpici, nici așa zis. Medalia asta de aur de ca se răsfrânge asupra copiilor lui fetița și băiatului Minivolei. Fetița lui am întâlnit-o, o să o vedeți și în imagine, la grupele mici, de 11 ani, a pus la imagine. Dar, greutatea acestei medalii se răsfrânge și asupra. Deci este o monedă cu 2 fețe. Asta vreau să spunem aici. Mai sunt întrebări sau? Ok.
This is my journey. I'm going to tell you a little bit of my personal journey in the team, what happened to me. I was second setter, 275 caps, 170 times starting six, but I had a role behind Peter Blanchet. Do you know Peter Blanchet? I think he was the best setter in the world in that time. I had a personal battle with Avital Selinger. He was the son of Arie Selinger. You know the first coach I told you? The pioneer, the one who started? His son was very short. I had a personal battle with him. Why? Because he wants to be in the team, and I wanted to be in the team. But Avital, he had a history and friends in that team because he was older than me. He played with that team already 10 years ago before I started. So I was new. So I had a personal battle with this guy, and he was friends with the other teammates in that team. And really, one day, I had a fight with Ron Zwerver, and he told me just before the training, he said, "You're shit and I don't like you." And I took a shot, right? A shoot. And he was there. And I put it like this. Come. And we finish this battle right now. Come. Do you want me in the team? Or do you want that little friend of yours in your team? Tell me now. That was my personal battle. And I tell you, everybody had that in our team. Every day there was pressure for me. So that was my personal journey. I was just a bench player. This is just one story, but I can tell you hundreds. Questions? Questions? Do you recognize something?
I know.
Deci,
Okay?
drumul lui, 275 de meciuri, dintre care 117 în faza de 7. Rolul lui a fost al doilea ridicător, primul ridicător era Peter Blanchet, l-a consideră cel mai bun ridicător în acel moment, cel de 2,05. A avut totdeauna, când s-a format echipa, a avut o luptă de concurență cu Avital Selinger, care era fiul lui, Arie Selinger, care a avut o istorie, deoarece Avital fusese în banca Smoderia, care am spus la început, în 86. Și încă mai era o echipă din prietenii lui. Deci, nișa a fost lupta lui de concurența cu Avital, cine rămânea la echipă. Va povesti că Avital a fost susținut de prietenii lui, noi gândim, a tras o cretă, a zis la cei doi, da. Veniți aici și să spuneți cu cine vreți. Ăla îndrăzniți să spun. Deci au luat probleme și în echipa asta, care a reușit așa ceva. Deci individualități nu erau prieteni, dar erau colegi. Deci este un, cum să spun, a fost dificil. Asta era nișa să văd.
Okay. Well, I have a question for you. If you're in a team and this thing was happening to you, what would you do? what would you do? Fight. Okay. Yes? Sorry, okay. This pretty man asked me something, but the coach has a decision to make. Yeah, sure. Okay, this is a good question. This is a good thing. If I would go to the coach and tell him, what is happening in this team? Why is there so much hostility? Why is this fight? I don't feel nice. I'm going to tell you. This is a point of weakness. It was a test. It was a test if I'm tough enough when the heat is on. I can go to the coach and complain. But then it was over. Then he knew I was a crybaby. So it was a test for me. It's natural. It's a procedure that's natural. So I didn't go to the coach. The guys knew, but it was a constant personal battle, and if I go to the coach complaining, then I'm weak and I'm out of the team. I'm for sure. Yes? Yeah? No. 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 No, no, no. Yeah. I'm not saying this is the right thing to do. I'm just saying this is my way. This is how I did it. Because nobody told me what to do. What can I do? I don't have that experience. Do you have it? I don't know. So I don't say if you're in that position, you have to do the same. But I did. So, one thing, I can wait for that chance that I can play, that the coach come to me and say, Misha, you're so good job, and you stay at the team. But I don't think there are chances. They don't give a chance. There are just moments in top sport. There's just moments, there's not a chance. The only chance there is a moment when you have to be there when the team that needs you. It's just a moment. And with all the battles, with the personal fights, with the focus that I had, and the pain that I had, I knew one thing: are you ready for that moment, that ultimate moment when your team needs you? So, I had two moments. I played like the half of the games that I played. I was starting six, but there were two moments in my career that were so important. It was the semi-final, 96. Jan Boskima and me, we played so bad the semi-finals, quarterfinals. Against Bulgaria. And we played bad. And I knew, okay, this is not going to be a chance. Maybe there's a moment, and yes, the team needed me. And with all the tests, and the battles, and the fights, I knew I can do it. So I went to the team, and we turned around the game. And that's the thing we trained for all years, all these days, just for that moment. Another moment, 97, we played the finals against Yugoslavia, or Serbia, I don't know anything, Yugoslavia at that time, okay? And we were playing the finals, and we were playing bad, and had to come in the game. And I choose one thing, to bring Bas van der Door in the game, and I gave him every ball that I had. It was not tactical, smart, but Boss was playing a very poor game. So I sacrificed my game, my personal game, for him to bring him in the game, and he started to play better than that guy, and eventually we won the final. And I stepped out the team. Only 2 people knew what I did. Peter Blanchet, the first setter, and Bas van der Goor knew what my plan was. So those were 2 moments for me. I can tell you more, but maybe you can learn from something about it. Okay. Any questions about this story? Come people. No questions? No questions? Yes.
So your idea or the share?
My idea. My idea. Yes. My idea. Yeah. Yes, my idea. I have a question for you.
Sper ca să încerc și a prezentat Mișa. În primul rând, Mișa a spus ceva și nu crede în șansă. Deci el a trebuit să lupte pentru poziția lui în această echipă. Nimeni nu-ți oferă o șansă. Este momentul, trebuie să-l apuci. Și ei s-au antrenat atât de mult pentru acele momente. Și fiecare a avut, nici a avut un rol, și a zis, a avut cele 2 momente în cariera lui în care a fost decisiv. A fost meciul pentru semifinale în Atlanta, împotriva Bulgariei, nu știu dacă vă aduceți aminte, stăteau cu 2-0. Bulgarii conduceau cu 2-0.
Quarterfinal.
Quarterfinal.
The semi-final was with Russia.
Blanchet juca miserabil.
You're right.
Antrenorul, coachul, eu Albert a făcut 2 schimbări, Mișa, ridicător și postuman. Și au câștigat 3-2. Ăla a fost momentul. A avut momentul pentru ăla a muncit 8 ani.
3-1.
Toți anii aia, doamne. Toată povestea este drumul ăsta, cât s-au sacrificat, cât au muncit perfect fiecare pentru moment. Când va veni momentul acela, nimeni nu putea să prevadă. Dar nici nu-și făceau prea mult probleme. Când vine momentul? Vine bine, îl apuc. Nu e vorba de o șansă, ai primit șansă. Îți dau șansă să joci 5 minute. Găsesc că este personal. Nu este logic. Este momentul, trebuie să stai. Al doilea moment a fost finala 97 împotriva Iugoslaviei, când Basa de Port juca prost. Iugoslavia a egalat, era 1-1-7, a fost și eu în sală. Basa de Port aveau jucat prost. Și atunci a fost momentul lui Mișa, a intrat în teren în joc în locul lui Blanchet și a zis, a fost ideea lui. A intrat pe teren cu ideea să-l aducă în joc pe Basta de Port cu atacul pe centru. Cu tot riscul. Numai 2 persoane știau de aceasta. Peter Blanchet, care a fost schimbat, și Basta de Port. N-a fost decizia antrenorului, a fost decizia lui, riscului, responsabilitate, ce a spus. Antrenorul le-a dat această responsabilitate la jucător. Voi rezolvați problemele. A rezolvat. Și da setul 2-1, S-au dus din nou pe bancă și au câștigat 3-1 la a venit și au ieșit campionilor. Momente. Au fost cele două momente pentru care am muncit și cred că asta se întâmplă în volei. Volei este un joc cu momente. Dacă nu ești pe locul potrivit sau la timpul potrivit, nu mai primești nicio șansă. Șansa s-a dus, momentul trebuie să le exploatezi. Și pentru asta trebuie să iei responsabilitate. Este exact ce m-a spus aici. Antrenorul nu i-a zis ce trebuie să facă în teren. Nici a zis, trebuie să-l aduc pe Basman de acolo la nivel, că el poate să întoarcă meciul.
O să vă pun o întrebare.
Da?
De ce l-a ales pe el? De ce l-a ales pe el? Pentru că asta că n-am terminat. Acum nu. Pentru că a jucat tot timpul în echipa care pierdea cu el. Erau rezerve amândoi, nu? Și cunoștea mai bine. De aia l-am preferat.
Cine erau rezerve?
Era în echipa a doua. Deci era al doilea indicător și Van der Sar era mai tânăr, nu?
Basman de acolo e ăla.
Știu cine sunt.
Și era...
Ce l-a ales? Era rezervă.
De ce l-a ales pe...
Exact.
Erau prieteni? Nu erau prieteni.
Nu înțeleg. Nu înțeleg ceva.
De ce l-a ales pe Van der Sar el, ca indicător? Atât vreau. Era rezervă, nu? Și el a...
Baron, a spus de final,
Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. Bas van der Goor didn't change me. The coach did.
You chose Van der Sar when you make the change.
Yes.
What?
Why? Bas.
Why?
Okay. You know Bas van der Goor as a player? He was the best player of our team. And we needed him to win that game. And I can go in the team and play my best game, play one ball to Kurtzen, one ball to another guy, and say, you see, I'm a good setter, but I sacrifice myself. I just said, okay, we have to win this game. I gave every ball to Bas. I'm sure when I'm out of the game, he is into the game again. And we needed him. He knew when I was coming in, I told him, Bas, I'm going to bring you back in the game. Understand? Okay.
Deci, hai să spunem, jocul între Peter Blanchet și Basman de Cor nu mergea bine. Sârbii îl citeau și îl blocau și în momentul ăla antrenorul a decis să schimbe cu Mișa. Mișa a zis, putea foarte bine să aleagă, să joace cu Peter Kurtzen sau cu Van der Meulen, puneau mingea în pământ, el își făcea datoria ca indicător, dar a preferat să-l aducă din nou în joc pe Basman de Cor.
Era cea mai bună soluție pe care putea să o aleagă el.
Aveau nevoie de el, încă o dată a spus, Basman de Cor era considerat cel mai bun indicător al echipei, care a avut un moment greu în meciul ăla. Și trebuia să primească multe mici, unde se dau, ca să-și revină și să încet să-și atingă din nou randamentul. Și asta s-a întâmplat. Dar a fost decizia.
S-a sacrificat pentru că la fel de bine putea să se rezolve. Și era riscul.
Pentru că asta s-a sacrificat, dându-i foarte mult, de fapt i-a dat numai lui. Cum jucau Saidat, cum îi dădea mingea lui Bas. Bineînțeles, reacțiile și celelalte reacții nu contează. Contează, de fapt, la sfârșit. Momentul și că la sfârșit au câștigat medalia de aur. Rezultatul.
Okay. So, I have one question for you, guys. Now I told the story. What do you think Was my greatest moment, my biggest victory, my best prize? What do you think? That was afterwards. What do you think in this whole journey of our team, my journey, what do you think was my best prize, my best victory, my greatest moment? What do you think?
Maybe the
Take a
fight.
guess. Take a guess.
Maybe the fight with Ron.
The fight with Ron?
Yes.
I'm not a fighter. But it was an important moment. What do you think? And that time there was no Facebook. But I will invite you. Okay. In the right moment, that's for sure. Yes. I'm going to tell you what I see as the biggest victory. In that 8 years I was in the team, I grew as a person. There was not one moment. There were lots of moments. Disappointments, victories, and a lot of loss. So my biggest victory was the process, 8 years, and I grew as a person, and I am authentic, and my children, my students, I hope to help them with this story. This is my biggest victory. Not the gold medal, not the money. I can tell you, my medal, it's never around me. It's always with my children, and it's always somewhere. Yes. So that was my biggest victory. I have one thing to say. Now you hear my story, and you can say, well, Misha, this is a bullshit story. Who tells me that you are the Olympic champion? Who tells me that you are that guy there? By the way, I'm a little guy. You know this guy? He's the king. He's the king. And I'll tell you one anecdote. We won that game, and we were cheering like this. And after a while, I said, who the hell is this? What fat guy is this? And I looked into the eyes of our king. So I'll never forget that moment.
You don't have another picture. You don't have another picture.
I have some pictures. Yes, I have another picture, but not here. So, guys, to prove that I'm the guy, I want to show, if you can show it, my certificate that we won the gold medal. Yep.
Dar let's să nu fii stories.
How big is the prize after that?
What? Sorry.
Money.
The money.
Yes. After.
I know that when we won the World League, we won $1 million as a team.
1 million.
$1 million. When we won the World League. When we won the Olympic Championship, it was less.
With taxes or no?
That's a Romanian question, typical Romanian question. Okay. We have a powder. Yes. This is the certificate from me as a gold medalist. If you like, and if you like, you can watch and you can see the gold medal. Normally it's at home in the safe or with my children beneath the bed. So I asked them, please can I bring it to Romania? So if you want to see it, I can pass it through, or you can come here. What should we do? Pass it through? No biting? No melting, please? Close the door. And close please, okay?
Alesu, ăsta e momentul tău.
I thank you for your attention. I see you tomorrow. I see you tonight. Tomorrow we can talk about. I'm going to talk about the side out that we play with the national team. How we play volleyball. And the third day I'm going to talk about something else. So I give this microphone. Thank you.
Aveți întrebări? Încă o dată, aș vrea să vă reamintesc că asta este experiența lui Mișa. Eu am avut oportunitatea să ne întâlnesc, să devenim prieteni, datorită faptului că în echipa care i-am antrenat-o de mult, am avut ridicător pe fratele lui mai tânăr. Și vă pot spune că în familie, sora lui a fost tot ridicătoare, a jucat în divizia A. Fratele lui a fost ridicător, am avut și eu și a ajuns până în divizia A. Fiica lui va fi ridicătoare. Se pare că în familie este o tradiție de ridicător. Este drumul pe care l-a parcurs Mișa, care a dus să protejască. Cred că se aseamănă puțin cu drumul nou, sper, să înceapă golul românesc, care va fi din nou. Fiecare zi o luptă, fiecare zi o test. Testul va fi confirmare și atunci vine rezultatele și se vor. Vă mulțumesc!